Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Oh, good-looking ball. João Pedro in acres of space out wide. Pedri. And here's Vinicius. Vinicius Junior! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Vinicius Junior cannot be that slow. And it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
Strong running down that left flank. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's delightful. And here's Mbappe. João Pedro, can he spark a counter here? And it's Porro, searching pass he's played there. Pedri, and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And here's the chance to counter. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Rodri. And here's Dembele. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, it's a quick one. He's on it. Can he get away?
Norway definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Kubasi has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Mendes is there, and he can get that clear. Reinders. Rodri. And Reinders. And it's Bellingham. Pacho. Nuno Mendes. Mendes venturing down the left. And it's Pedri. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? And he's there to clear it. They get a throw in. Rodri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's in plenty of space here. Bellingham is onto this. They want to be quick to recover this. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Rodri. Well, they can break here. Now it's João Pedro. And here's Pedri. And here's Vinicius Junior. Goes for a shot! Goal! Norway! And there is your opener. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
There's the shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Yamal going forward. And he's in a real chance! Oh, it's hit the post!
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Manchester United unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Tries a shot! Pedri. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Reinders. Mbappe. No way through. Shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, this looks sharp. Rodri. Pedro Porro. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that interception was most necessary. He's through here. This looks promising. He might be in here. Oh, well played. Van Dijk clears it away. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Bellingham. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. But it had to be. Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, good chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitution for Norway, number 22.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
João Pedro.
Manchester United
Number
restore
8.
parity.
Pedri.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Number 39.
Eze,
Substitution.
Semenyo. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Rodri cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And he's gone backward here, and that is expertly dealt with. And he's heaved it away. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. And it's Ødegaard. In with the challenge. Eze. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Semenyo running with the ball. He's got away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nuno Mendes.
Norway clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Kvaratskhelia. It's come to nothing. Courtois sends that a long way. Played through into space. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Well, it's a little too ambitious to go directed goal from here, I think.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Manchester United desperately searching for the winner here. Bruno Guimaraes back in possession and ready to go again. Wissa picked out brilliantly.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia purring through the... And the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of... And that's that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Norway have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-lying defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
They cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed to his dad's experience.
There's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
João Pedro actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. He's in a great position here. He's free. Shoots! Goal! Norway! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Haaland. Haaland. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Quality ball. Van Dijk. Looking to play him in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kubasi. Now it's Haaland. João Neves is onto this. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Neves. Bellingham.
Norway really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Nicely shaped ball. And he was quick to react.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out. Could be danger here. He's picked his way through. Al Kubasi tries to clear. Rodri. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's João Pedro. That's good play. Plenty. João Pedro! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Mendes with the short one. And it's Porro. Big chance! It's hit the upright. Shot a goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Vinicius Junior is offering a wry smile there.
Norway have their third corner. They've played it short. Pedro Porro. Oh, this looks sharp. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri. Can he get on the end of this? Dembele. Dembele proves just a little bit too strong. Rodri deals with that comfortably. Dembele, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
There will be 1 minute
João
at a
Neves
time.
was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Dembele. No foul, says the referee. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And now, please
Manchester
turn towards the
United
screen
go in
for a
at
special
half-time
presentation
with a
featuring
game to
our
chase.
guest performers today.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So off we go again.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Rodri. Pedro Porro does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
João Pedro clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Pedri. And he's quick to return it. Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. Saliba. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great pressure, plenty of
really
it.
well played.
Now he's running away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Saliba. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And the shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for Norway. Number 22.
The two coaches are signalling changes here,
Number
both at the same
14,
time.
João Pedro.
Norway are
Coming
now
on the field,
luxuriating in a
number
2-goal
9,
lead.
Eze.
Well, now's the time you could
Number
afford to
10,
be more daring,
Kvaratskhelia.
Peter. It may be tempting to
Substitution
sit
taking
on this,
place.
but I'd say go and grab a third.
Eze, Norway are looking to break at pace. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. And it's Pedri. He's going for goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Mendes has given away a free kick. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, easy pickings there. Rodri. Rodri. Now it's Semenyo. Pedri. And Mendes. Mendes running with intent. Looking for the and the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Norway find a position of real strength now. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, good-looking ball. And now the breakaway. Oh, he's found support out wide, so no flag here. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance, surely! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Substitution for Norway. Number 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
25.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
23.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games
Coming
like
on the
these.
field, number 39.
Ruben Dias.
Grimaldes.
That has been
Number
slung
33.
wide.
Number 20. Dembele.
Well, it just petered out. No
Substitution.
penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Searching pass he's played there. That'll be a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Dembele goes short. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Anderson. Vinicius Junior. Tacho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No unnecessary risks,
There will be
and the
3
game
minutes
is
added
petering
time.
out here. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Vinicius Junior. Oh, what a mistake! Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's in! Deep into injury time! And that's it. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your reflections then, Jim?
It was a very
And
good
now,
game,
to all
played in the
members
right
of the
spirit
crowd,
with a
I'd
fitting
like to ask
atmosphere,
you to join
and I
me
think
in wishing
football
our
won this
birthday
time.
boy a very special birthday.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.